make a very interesting fight. Either of these fighters could give Mukombe a very good go. In his most recent fight against Engel Mashila, Mukombe looked devastating. He really took Mashila apart. So either one of these fighters, the winner here would be up against a very good champion. All the good work coming from Giovanni Pretorius, but Spalding comes back at him every time. Spalding would be best advised to back off and use the jab. He's trying to stand in the center ring and slug it out with Pretorius, and this could cost him later on in the fight. A very humid evening here in Durban. Good crowd in the DLI hall, enthusiastic crowd. Come to support their local man. Very good shots coming in there from Pretorius at the end of the third round. We're into round 4 of this junior middleweight contest between Giovanni Pretorius in the blue and white striped trunks and the white boots, and Eric Spalding, the local boy from Natal, in the dark blue shorts with the red trim and the red boots. A give and take contest for 3 rounds, nothing much in it. Both fighters in there slugging it out. Possibly they'd be advised to slow it down. I think Pretorius has taken the advice of his corner. He hasn't been as wild and missing as he normally does. Possibly slowed down the pace, and good move on Pretorius' part, because he's got a very strong, fit, rugged opponent in front of him who will be there all the way. But possibly Spalding's not picking up those overhand rights, and he's been right throughout the fight. Pretorius has been coming in with those overhand rights and catching him, and can't do that eye very much good. Bleeding, still bleeding. Corner seems to be battling to stop the bleeding. Good work on the inside there from both fighters. Yes, Spalding pushing out that left. When Spalding pushes out the left, straight left, he scores with it. I don't know why he doesn't continue jabbing with the left and keeping Pretorius on the outside of his left hand. Be much better advised to do this. Relentless Giovanni Pretorius coming in all the time, but he's catching a few as he comes in. Good body shots and overhand rights coming in there from Eric Spalding. But Giovanni Pretorius only knows one way, and that's forward. Very difficult fighter to stop. Speaking to Willie Locke some time back, he was saying that in the gymnasium, most of his fighters find it very difficult to spar against Pretorius because he's tremendously strong. And you can see this in most of his fights. He stands there and he slugs it out, and he just keeps coming. Tremendous strength in the upper body. Sometimes appears to be fighting in slow motion, but effective because he throws so many punches. And there comes that overhand right again, which is the big factor so far in the fight. And it could prove a winner as the fight progresses. Well, I think Eric Spalding's making a mistake here, trying to slug it out. He's not as strong as Giovanni Pretorius. He's got all the punches, but he hasn't got the strength. And, good shots coming in there from Spalding. Very good session for Spalding at the moment. Scoring punches from Eric Spalding. Good round there. Very difficult to separate both fighters after a very, very even 4th round. Into the 5th round of a very, very interesting fight. Nothing much in it. Possibly Giovanni Pretorius has got the slight lead. More effective punches and harder punches and heavier punches coming in from Giovanni Pretorius. But Eric Spalding has been right in front of Pretorius all the way, and in the latter part of the previous round, he's picked up a lot of points with some good two-handed attacks. Unfortunately, Spalding doesn't appear to have the strength to stay with Giovanni Pretorius. Watching in between rounds in the corners, Pretorius was breathing very evenly, looking extremely good condition, while Spalding seemed rather distressed, blood coming out of the eye, and the cut over the left eyebrow seems rather bad, and they had to do quite a bit of work on it. Spalding looking the more harassed of the two. But he's a very fit young man, and he'll be there. He won't give in. Pretorius leaving himself wide open. He tends to drop his guard and leave his jaw exposed as he comes in. And against a harder puncher than Harding, he could be in a lot of trouble later on. Good two-fisted action coming there from Eric Spalding. Possibly the pace has slowed down considerably here in the fifth round. Very humid evening here in Durban. In the DLI hall, a small hall, but many of fans packed into this hall, and makes it pretty hot for both fighters. And the TV lights don't help much either. Another overhand right from Giovanni Pretorius. Spalding doesn't seem to have an answer to that right hand. He's not picking him up, and this is slowing him down. Definitely slower Spalding here in the fifth round. Another good right hand coming. He's picking up a lot of punishment in round 5 here. Surprised that his corner don't advise him to stick and move, because he can do this. He's got a good left jab, and he should keep Pretorius out in the left jab. Maybe he hasn't got the strength to keep him out there. Well, it looks like the referee's going to call out the doctor to have a look at the side. Yes, they're calling the doctor to have a look at that eyebrow of Eric Spalding. The referee seems quite happy, and so does the doctor, and the fight continues. Well, this must be a target now for Giovanni Pretorius. It'd be a great pity if they had to stop the fight due to a cut, because Eric Spalding's put up a great show here this evening. I think that's from sheer exhaustion that Eric Spalding has gone down. It wasn't much of a punch. Very, very tired Eric Spalding. It wasn't a punch. The referee, Darryl Rubnick, has ruled it a slip. Well, a good round for Giovanni Pretorius. Very sporting fight, a clean fight so far. Well, desperate work there in the corner from Eric Spalding seconds. The eye's looking real bad. It's a cut above the eyebrow, and they'll do a lot of work on it. Spalding looking the worse for wear of the two at this stage of the fight, but he's in with a rugged individual as Giovanni Pretorius, who never knows how to go backward. He just keeps coming forward, plugging away, and he just stands there and slugs away. Very difficult man to fight. But Eric Spalding still pushing the shots in, scoring with a few shots there, but unfortunately he doesn't have the power to stop a strong young fighter like Giovanni Pretorius. Here comes that overhand right again of Giovanni Pretorius, which has been a factor right throughout the fight. Spalding hasn't been able to pick up that right hand of Pretorius. As mentioned earlier, Spalding fighting the wrong fight. The type of fight you've got to fight against a brawler, if you can call him a brawler, is Pretorius, is to box him. Keep him out in the jab, stick and move. To stand in front of him and brawl with him is exactly what he likes. It'll be very interesting to see either one of these youngsters against experienced professional like Push Mukambi, a very good boxer. Pretorius is looking the stronger of the two at the moment and could possibly win this fight on sheer power and ability. Should he come up against Mukambi, it'll be a different thing, because Mukambi is a very strong fighter and very good boxer. That's a bit desperate Spalding at the moment, just hanging in there, looking rather worse for the wear. You must remember that the weather must be a big factor, because it's very humid tonight. But those shots coming in from Pretorius, those right hands really slowing Spalding down. It's like a lot of steam out of his legs. A little bit of elbow and pushing there from Pretorius. But has been a clean fight up until now. The referee has very little to do. Good shots to the head coming there from Pretorius. It's all Pretorius now, and a desperate Spalding there. Just hanging in there. This can't go 10 rounds at this pace. Spalding will have to pull out something special, because Pretorius is now on a roll. And he's going to stop him before the end of 10 rounds at this rate. But all credit to Eric Spalding. He's been there all the way. Staggering, you can see his feet. That's just sheer tiredness. But then again, Pretorius is also a very tired young man. They've been fighting at a hectic pace. A very good round for Pretorius. And Pretorius must be ahead at this stage of the contest. Well, we're into round 7 of this interesting junior middleweight contest between two young, rugged fighters who've given it all. It's been a tremendous contest for the previous 6 rounds. Nothing much in it, but possibly Giovanni Pretorius has got the edge. More solid punches coming Pretorius, and could be leading at this stage of the fight. Oh, good left hand coming in there for Pretorius. Is really power from Pretorius, all power. They're much stronger, the two, and it's paying dividends. Considerable, well, I would say that Spalding has slowed down considerably. He doesn't seem to have much left in the 7th round. That's all the pressure coming from Giovanni Pretorius. A good right hand from Pretorius there. There's only one man in it now. It's Giovanni Pretorius and a very tired Eric Spalding. He doesn't know the word quit, and he'll be there all the way. You can see both fighters very tired. The pace has slowed down considerably. Not many punches coming in from Spalding. Wild swing coming from that shows the tiredness. But he's taken a lot of shots and a lot of punishment from Giovanni Pretorius, and this has slowed him down. A slow poison from Giovanni Pretorius. Those shots aren't going to do Spalding any good. He's just soaking up the punishment now, and that's all Pretorius. I can't see this fight going the full 10 rounds. Spalding's got nothing left. He's just hanging on there with sheer guts. Fighting it in slow motion now. Two very tired young fighters. But Pretorius looks the stronger of the two. There he comes, a terrific left uppercut coming from Pretorius. And all those head shots are going to really hurt Spalding. I'm surprised he's still standing. Well, it's all Giovanni Pretorius now. Good right hand, a terrific right hand to the side of the head, and puts Spalding down. I don't think he's going to make it. It looks like he wants to stop. He says to the referee, I've had enough. I don't think he can carry on. But no disgrace. What a gutsy performance from Eric Spalding. That's it. He says, I've had enough. Good win here for Giovanni Pretorius. In the Battle of the Prospects, 7th round stoppage for Giovanni Pretorius, but what a fight. What a rugged, hard-hitting, action-packed fight all the way for 7 rounds. But possibly Eric Spalding fought the wrong fight. He should have kept Giovanni Pretorius out in the jab and boxed him. You can't stand and fight against a strong fighter like Pretorius. Very, very good win. And where does he go from here? There is talk of Giovanni Pretorius going over to America. He'll have to tighten up his defense because we know that Eric Spalding's not a heavy one-punch knockout fighter, but he gave his all and put up a great show here tonight in Durban. But you can see he's a spent force.
Second into the 10th round, he is still unbeaten, ladies and gentlemen, Giovanni.
Well, there you have it. Giovanni Pretorius maintains his unbeaten record. He's won the Battle of the Prospects, and Eric Spalding's lost his unbeaten record. But what a great performance. No disgrace to lose to a strong, young, rugged fighter like Giovanni Pretorius.